Would you introduce yourself, please?
Sure, I'm Don Broderick, and I've been a patient at Dr. Anglis for just a little bit over a year now.
How did you hear about Dr. Anglis's office?
Oh, the way I felt when I initially came in and the way I feel today has done a 100% turnaround. I was of course apprehensive and nervous about the whole situation, but I can honestly say after the first visit, that went away to at least 50% in just one visit. And now a year later, I have no apprehension at all. I have no qualms about coming to visit Dr. Anglis's office.
That's good. How did you first hear about Dr. Anglis's practice?
Our family dentist, who has treated me for about 20 years, and I had an extensive partial tooth arrangement in my mouth, repeatedly said if I had a couple more teeth on the one side to hook the partial to, I would have far less complications and problems that I was experiencing with my partial. And so that planted the idea in my mind. I did see an advertisement in the newspaper, the Times, about implants, and the advertisement along with it, suggesting that Dr. Anglis helps relieve the tensions and anxieties that some persons might have regarding visiting their dentist, and the fact that he did implants. I spoke with my family dentist about this, and he said it probably would be a good idea to go ahead and pursue it, and that he had himself had some of his patients come to him after they had been to Dr. Anglis for implants, and he wouldn't hesitate to recommend that would be the place to go if you were considering implants.
The question, would you do it again?
That is really a very good question. Hindsight is always better than foresight. Knowing what I know now, I would do it again. Being back at square one, thinking about doing it, I'm not sure I would have had the, I don't know if courage is the right word, but I'm not sure I would have been able to convince myself that I wanted to do it again. I'm not absolutely positive. Having done it and knowing what I know now, I certainly would do it again. Yes.
So the staff and Dr. Anglis were able to put you at least so you were comfortable when you came into the office and that you were not as apprehensive?
Unbelievably so. Unbelievably so. I would have never believed it. No matter how many guarantees anyone would have given me beforehand, I'd have said, there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to go through this and sit there and be calm in any definition of the word calm. So I was really expecting to have hibbity-jibbity fits and be jumping out of the dental chair and maybe running to escape the office. These kind of thoughts were going through my mind. But at no time that I was here did I ever experience anything that would even cause me to think to get out of the chair.
Was there any one thing that we did in the office or that comes to mind as to what made your anxiety disappear?
Well, I think the personalities of all the persons that you encounter here put you completely at ease. Plus the fact Dr. Anglis continually says to you, you are in charge. Anytime you want to stop, anytime you want me to stop, anytime you have a question, all you have to do is raise your hand or say, and everything stops at that point. You are the person who are in charge here.
Would you tell other people about Dr. Anglis?
Would I which?
Would you tell other people about Dr. Anglis?
Oh, anyone who's thinking of having any dental work done at all. But for sure, if they were thinking about doing any implants.
So I can assume by that you're very happy with the treatment you received from our office?
100%. I mean, it's almost like family. next to my family. I don't know of any group of persons that I've been closer to. And I worked in one place for 37 years, and I never had the feeling of closeness with my peers there that they cause you to have here.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm sitting over here grinning. If you had, or if you were talking to someone who was coming into the office, one of our patients who was contemplating having implant treatment done, other than anything you've already said, can you think of anything that maybe you could say to encourage them to go through treatment?
So you have to go through it to believe it. It is absolutely an unbelievable experience that your fears and anxieties could be calmed to the extent that there's absolutely nothing to fear.
When you go to your regular dentist, how do you feel when you go into his office? Are you much easier going in there now too, since you've been around us?
I've only been back to him on one occasion, and that was just to let him see what Dr. Anglis has done for me. And my family dentist was just very ecstatic at the work that's been done. And his remark to me was, kind of in a humorous way, at my age, he says, "I guarantee you'll get at least 20 years out of these."
Well, that's good to know.
So when I'm 97 years old, and I have a problem with one of these, I'm going to go to my dentist and tell him, "Remember what you said? You lied to me."
Thank you, Mr. Broderick.
Thank you.